Water. Life as we know it would not be possible without water. Since the dawn of civilization, we humans have harnessed the forces of nature to satisfy our need. Our understanding of nature has allowed us to get more out of it, expanding the depth and breadth of our human freedom. What we know of water has enabled us to tap into its power to generate a utility that has become so essential to human life today. Electricity. Somewhere in the island of Luzon lies the CBK Hydroelectric Power Plants, the Kalayaan Pump Storage Power Plants, the Caliraya Hydroelectric Power Plant, and the Botocan Power Plant. Imagine life without electric power, so essential to the amenities we take for granted. From our homes, to business and industry, to communication and transportation networks vital to any society. In the early 90s, it wasn't that difficult to imagine. The country faced a severe power crisis. Demand outstripped supply. No new power plants were being built. Widespread brownouts was the order of the day, causing discomfort to millions and bringing the economy to its knees. To address the crisis and to make up for lost time, the doors were opened more aggressively to private investors in the power sector through variants of the Build, Operate, Transfer Scheme, or BOT. For the Botocan and Caliraya hydropower plants, whose capacities were already severely degraded, and the Kalayaan Pump Storage Plant, which badly needed repair, came an unsolicited proposal in 1993. The proposal survived a Swiss challenge, and after 8 years and 3 administrations, it finally came through. And the CBK Power Company was born. A limited partnership between Edison Mission Energy and the Industrial Metalúrgicas Pescarmona Sociedad Anónimas, or IMSA. CBK Power signed a 25-year BROT contract with the National Power Corporation, which took effect on February 2001 with a turnover of Botocan, Caliraya, and Kalayaan facilities. Under the contract, CBK was tasked to rehabilitate and upgrade the Botocan, Caliraya, and Kalayaan power plants, build a second 348.6 megawatt pump storage power plant in Kalayaan, build a new Caliraya spillway, rehabilitate the Caliraya Dam, operate all 4 plants, and eventually turn over all the facilities to the NPC after 25 years. During the construction and rehabilitation phase, CBK employed 2,500 men and women, many from the host communities, and provided 140 permanent jobs. The rehabilitation was completed and the power units were operational 3 months ahead of schedule. The construction and rehabilitation work was also carried out within budget, a feat rarely achieved in major development projects. 5 years after the turnover, CBK's outstanding record is seen as a victory for the government's program to privatize the power industry. Today, the CBK power plants have a total capacity of 728 megawatts, equivalent to the contracted capacity of 728 megawatts, and supplies over 7% of the installed capacity of the Luzon grid. So far, CBK has poured in $450 million capital investment into the Philippine power sector, in the process winning 6 prestigious financing awards. In 2005, 2 Japanese firms, J-Power and Sumitomo Corporation, bought out the original owners. J-Power is Japan's biggest power wholesaler. Established in 1952, it operates among various types of power stations with a total capacity of almost 17 gigawatts, 59 of which are hydropower plants with a total capacity of 8.6 gigawatts and 8 thermal stations with a total capacity of 8.2 gigawatts. The company is known to have one of the largest pump storage capacity in the world. Meanwhile, Sumitomo Corporation is one of Japan's major integrated business enterprises. With 5,500 megawatts of own generating capacity of coal-fired, gas-fired thermal plants, and various renewable power plants around the world, which include geothermal, hydro, wind, and solar. The new owners brought with them a thorough and disciplined maintenance culture that the Japanese are known for. Fresh capital investments were also made to upgrade control, and emergency response procedures were established and implemented. As a result, alarms and malfunctions have been drastically reduced, and plant reliability and safety has significantly improved.
J-Power and also Sumitomo are now very aggressive to have power plant facilities outside Japan, especially Asia. J-Power's main market was initially Thailand, and then after Thailand, we looked for another country. So we found the Philippines also a very good investment opportunity.
At the core of CBK operations is Lake Caliraya, a man-made reservoir created in the 1930s by blocking the flow of the Caliraya River with a dam and flooding the Cavinti Valley. The reservoir, holding 79 million cubic meters of water, serves the Calayan pump storage plants and Caliraya plant. Completed in 1982, the 300 megawatt Calayan 1 was the first pump storage power plant in the country. It was conceived as a twin of the 600 megawatt Bataan power plant, storing the nuclear plant's excess electricity supply at night, thereby improving the economics of the whole grid. CBK's rehabilitation work has increased its reliable capacity from 300 to 336 megawatts, or by more than 10%. In 2001 to 2004, CBK designed and built a second facility, Calayan 2, with 2 additional 174.3 megawatt power units, hence doubling the plant's capacity from 300 to 684.6 megawatts.
We needed to rehabilitate the 3 power stations to restore the original capacity. Then, according to the expansion of the Luzon grid, which requires more ancillary services, we added Calayan Phase 2 to increase the capacity of CBK complex.
The Calayan complex serves as a large peaking facility for the Luzon grid, but its primary function is to provide frequency regulation and control, as well as other ancillary services that help maintain the reliability and stability of the Luzon power grid. In the daytime, a period with a high demand for power, the plant generates electricity. But at night, a period of low demand, Calayan pumps water from Laguna Lake into Caliraya, an ingenious way of storing energy, converting kinetic energy into potential energy, a process similar to charging a battery. This pump storage scheme ensures that, unlike conventional hydropower plants, Caliraya and Calayan plants do not run out of water, even during droughts. The Caliraya plant was constructed in the late 1930s and commissioned before World War II. It suffered minor damage during the war, but was put back to service soon after. Caliraya was the very first power plant built by the NPC. Its establishment started the country's journey into harnessing indigenous power sources. CBK has transformed Caliraya plant facilities, and only the original building structure remains. New equipment has been installed, and its lifespan extended for another 50 years.
mano-mano. Dati-dati may tauhan ka rito eh. Ngayon solo ka lang pag nag-operate. Kasi nga puro computerized na lahat. Napaka-moderno.
Built by the Americans in 1929, the Botocan Power Plant is the oldest hydropower plant in the country. It was among the Meralco facilities nationalized and sold to NPC during martial law. At the time of the CBK turnover, it was already 73 years old, way past its 50-year design life. It was only operating at 8 megawatts, though its original capacity is 17 megawatts. In 2003, the historic plant finally had its waterway, penstock, powerhouse, and auxiliary equipment replaced and rehabilitated, increasing its available capacity from 8 megawatts to 20.8 megawatts, and given another 50 years of design life.
Ito, manual operated to planta eh. So, nung rehabilitate, naging automated na. So, ang effect nun, mabilis na yung startup, yung mga nabawasan yung human error.
At present, CBK can provide up to 728 megawatts of clean, renewable, and indigenous power. It is the heart of the Luzon grid, providing black start capability, frequency regulation, load following, spinning reserve, and other ancillary services which help stabilize the grid. It operates 24 hours every day, all year round. CBK has also taken to heart the needs of its host communities and has gone beyond what is mandated by the Department of Energy. Its social development program funds endeavors meant to enhance the quality of life of the people in its host communities. It maintains a college scholarship program with 90 college scholars as of 2011, and through the years, 86 scholars have already graduated from college. Other components of its social development program are public education assistance to improve the quality of education in elementary and high schools, public health assistance, environmental conservation and enhancement, and sports and cultural development.
As we are residents to a community, a company is also a resident, a corporate resident in the community, and it has its share, it should play its role in developing that area. This is a belief, a philosophy of the company.
We would like to be the best hydropower station in the Philippines, and also we would like to maintain 100% equivalent availability factor while providing safe working environment, which means safe and healthy working conditions for employees.
The Kalayaan Pump Storage Plant has the distinction of being the first power plant in the country to achieve triple certifications for its quality, environment, and occupational health and safety management systems. The Kalayaan Botocan plants have also received the same ISO, or International Organization for Standardization, certifications for quality and environmental management systems. In the midst of wide-ranging reforms in the Philippine power sector and vision to improve reliability and competition, CBK will meet the challenges ahead as a technically competent power supplier and as a good corporate citizen.